Hello world, I'm an average Joe and I play games. And today I'm going to do a little bit more of a philosophical video as Destiny has developed as a game. Being an entirely new IP, the first couple of months, it was new to everyone. But as it's developed as a game and matured a little bit, and as the community has gathered around it, there's been some developments that I consider quite concerning about the Destiny community, and wanted to chat with you guys about it. But in order to do that, we need to first talk about gaming communities in general. And so that's going to be the topic of this video, and then I'm going to have a part 2 to this video where I talk about Destiny's community in particular. And you'll notice I'm not using Destiny gameplay. I am using Call of Duty gameplay. This is from Call of Duty Black Ops 2. In my opinion, one of the worst Call of Duties ever created. This game really soured me on the entire Call of Duty experience. And we'll get into that right now. So my main topic or thesis in this particular video is that game mechanics create communities. The community that you want in a game is going to be based on the mechanics within that game. And I'm going to offer four examples of that. So I'm going to talk about the Call of Duty community, going to talk about the Minecraft community, going to talk about the Elder Scrolls community, and in part 2 we will talk about the developing Destiny community. So let's get into it. I will point out that the sense of community around a video game is really only a phenomenon that has happened in the last 5 years or so. When I was growing up, I've been playing video games ever since I was, 4 years old. When I was growing up, there was no such thing as a gaming community. The gaming community was my friends and myself. So everyone's community experience was different, and everyone kind of enjoyed their community because it kind of makes sense. You hang out with the people that you like, so therefore, you're going to play games with the people that you like, and you're going to, in general, enjoy that. But it's only with the advent of the internet and really this entire YouTube, gaming scene and everything that goes along with that, with Twitch and Reddit and everything like that, that now there's a gaming community outside of ourselves that influences our perception of the game, at least for those of us that spend a lot of time in the online spaces like YouTube, and I assume that you are because you're spending time to watch a very small channel like myself. So let's talk about the Call of Duty community and the Call of Duty game mechanics. The big draw of Call of Duty is, by and large, its multiplayer. Now there are, people that like the single-player aspects of Call of Duty, and there are people that like zombies and whatever, Extinction or whatever gimmick it happens to be in the Call of Duty that year. But by and large, those communities pale in comparison to the community of people that like the online multiplayer experience. And the online multiplayer experience is very much a competitive environment. It is I need to shoot better than you. I need to react faster than you. I need to be better at this game than you. It is extremely competitive. And that's reflected in what Activision and the game developers push. They push the MLG, the Major League Gaming scene, which is, again, I need to shoot better, react quicker, and do things better than you. And because that is the fundamental mechanic of Call of Duty, that is the way that the community acts. Load up any major Call of Duty YouTuber, or even small Call of Duty YouTubers, and look at their comment section. Their comment sections are very toxic, even for the internet. People calling each other names, calling people noobs, saying you suck at this game if you can't do this, that, or the other. Just load up any video on a controversial subject like quickscoping, and you will see a ton of just visceral hate, the community divided, because by the game's very nature, they've created a community that competes with one another. And I started out trying to be a Call of Duty commentator. And one of the things that really soured me on that was what I saw happening in the communities of those Call of Duty commentators that were worlds larger than myself. What I saw happening in their communities, this divisiveness in the communities. Now I'm going to compare the Call of Duty community to a different game. So let's take Minecraft, for instance. So Minecraft, the mechanics of Minecraft are extremely different. The mechanics of Minecraft are let me channel my creativity to create this really cool build, this really cool system. Even the more competitive variations of Minecraft, such as what was it, the Minecraft Hunger Games. Even that, there's this creativeness of creating the different levels and creating the different rule sets and things like that. It's a very creative, artistic outlet. And because of that, the community around Minecraft and around various Minecraft YouTube personalities is very different than what you see in the Call of Duty space. Because Minecraft being largely an art form, at least that's the way that I view it, there's most Minecraft builds, the really impressive ones, really are more art than anything else. Because it's art, there is no objectivity to art. It's not like Call of Duty where you have, in every gun battle, you have a definitive winner and a definitive loser. You have somebody that played poorly and somebody that played well. Whether it was lag or whatever reason why they won that gun battle, at the end of the day, they won it, and there is no argument. They won the gun battle. They are for that particular match, for that particular game, they are the better player. But in Minecraft, you don't really have that sense because the mechanics are constructive rather than competitive. The community reflects that. The community is much more constructive, and at least in my experience, and tends to help each other out and to point each other out to various different builds and things like that. Looking at a different game, Skyrim is very similar. If you look at, or the Elder Scrolls in general. So the Elder Scrolls is very different from Minecraft or Call of Duty in that it is an exclusively single-player game. The real major community around Skyrim is not in, or any Elder Scrolls game, is not in the game itself, but rather the construction kit that's shipped with the game. So again, you have a very creative outlet. You have various community members sharing their different mods and taking somebody else's mod and building on top of it. And then you have people that are exclusively musicians and are they contribute the music to various mods. Or you have people that are exclusively graphics designers and they contribute just the designs for new armor or weapons and things like that other mod creators incorporate in their mods. It's a very different community compared to the very competitive nature of Call of Duty, again because the game mechanics around the Elder Scrolls construction kit is constructive. It's working with a team of people to create this thing that is bigger than yourself. So I talked a lot about mechanics, a lot about the gaming communities in general. So let's talk about Destiny for a brief instance, and you can consider this kind of a commercial for my my part 2 that I'm going to upload tomorrow. And yes, I will not keep you guys waiting. I'll break my normal upload schedule and upload the part 2 of this this rant tomorrow. So Destiny is a first-person shooter, very similar to Call of Duty, but the community that is developing is very different from Call of Duty, because Destiny does have a PvP Call of Duty-like element to it. Is the Crucible a lot of fun? You guys know I play a lot of Crucible, but the Crucible or even Iron Banner is not what Activision and the game developers push. What the highlight of Destiny, and the thing that is lauded as the greatest accomplishments both from the player base and from the developers in the amount of time that they spend on it, is the raid, which is a cooperative mechanics, based on cooperative mechanics, not based on competitive mechanics like Call of Duty multiplayer. And because of that, the Destiny community that is shaping is very different, which has both positives and negatives. And in my video tomorrow, I will talk about a few of those positives, but also some very dangerous negatives that I see developing in the Destiny community that will be toxic for the community going forward and really be detrimental to the community long term because it will drive away new players. So hopefully that whetted your guys' appetite for my video tomorrow. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, follow me on Twitter down below so you do not miss it. And thank you guys for all the support that you give me. Do whatever it is that you guys do, and we will see you in the next game.
Objective parameters obtained. Well done.